Hello everybody and welcome. This is Zodyrus here bringing you guys sort of a different type of video. This is just going to be a general update video on how I'm doing and the state of the channel and that kind of thing. And I've recorded this video 5 times. I seem to have problems with recording videos when I'm unscripted, so forgive me, this is going to be a bit of a rambly video. Plus I've got like a sore throat, as usual, or my summer cold. But anyway, you guys don't care about that. Anyway, let me get down to the first thing I want to bring up is I want to know what you guys want to see for this channel. Keep in mind I only make Nintendo-related content, so it has to be within lines of Nintendo, because I'm not a very big fan of Sony, and I definitely am not a fan of Microsoft. Except for their laptops and PCs, but that's a whole different story altogether. Now, I want to know what you guys want to see for content on this channel. I will leave a full list of every game I have in the description of this video, as I did in my 1,000 subscribers video, so I can see what you guys want to have me cover. Whether it be with Let's Plays or compilation videos, boss rushes, Pokemon captures, what have you, let me know in the comments. And beside that, I want to let you guys know that I'm not in the best of situations right now. For those of you who don't know, who have not been following my community tab posts over the last several months, since September 2nd of last year, I have been staying in a homeless youth center, which for people who are between the ages of 16 and 24, well, 16 and 25 technically, and I just turned 24 a few weeks ago, on the end of June. So I don't have very long here. I only have until I turn 25, and then they have to throw me out because I no longer qualify for the program. So, because of that, I've been having to scramble around trying to catch myself from after losing my job. If you guys, again, haven't been following my posts on my community tab, I lost my job in the middle of June over some stupid bullcrap that I should have prevented, but I didn't, and it's my fault for doing it. Just an argument between me and a coworker, but that's not important. But, I've been viciously searching for new jobs. I've made about 60 applications in the last 3 weeks. I've had a couple of interviews here and there, but nothing concrete. I have 2 prospect interviews, one at Raising Cane's near the shelter, and then another at a GameStop also near the center. But the GameStop job won't come into play until the end of September, middle of October, somewhere in that range. But the store manager said that I'm hired as soon as he has the hours available to hire me. Now, as far as the Raising Cane's goes, I won't know until tomorrow, which is Monday. But the manager at the Raising Cane's said that I did really, really well with the interview, so I should probably be hired, hopefully. But he had to interview another 8 people, and he wants to give everyone a fair shot at the jobs, because he only has 2 positions he can fill. So, now that kind of brings me to where I'm staying. I've been staying in a special room called an SOR room, which stands for Single Occupant Residency. It's a studio-sized apartment room inside of the youth center that is basically, it's transitional housing. So I pay 30% of my income to stay in this room. And in turn, I get perks like I don't have to go to these group sessions that everyone else in the center has to. I have no curfew. I can have guests over until 10 o'clock. I can have my own groceries. I can come and go as I please. I can do all these other kind of things that you would expect to be able to do in reality, in real life, and not have to be restricted by stupid rules like that. But unfortunately, since I lost my job, I'm going to have to downgrade to the residential rooms by the end of this month, which fucking sucks, but it is what it is. Where these residential rooms are groups of 4 people or less, not more, where they stay in one room in a set of bunk beds, and you can't have food stamps to buy your own groceries. You have to store 80% of your income if you have a job with the shelter itself, so that they can keep track of how much you make. You can't, not that I do anyway, which I don't, but you can't smoke or drink. You can't smoke cigarettes or drink in the shelter, which you can't even do in the residential SOR room anyway, so I don't even know why I brought that up, but regardless. You have to attend these group meetings that they have every day at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m., and you have a curfew between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. where you can't be outside of the shelter without a curfew extension from your case manager. And the case manager's curfew extension requirements have to be that you have a job or that you have school, in which case you have to have a valid reason why you can't be in the shelter after 6 p.m. You have to do chores at 8 p.m. You have to do the groups at 7 and 11, as I said before. Just a lot of fucking rules and restrictions. You're not allowed to have game systems, your own TV. You're not allowed to have a radio. You can have your phone, but you can't have anything in the room besides a phone and your clothes, and that's about it. You aren't allowed to have a lot of entertainment. The center says that, oh, we provide entertainment for you, which they kind of do, but even still, it's not really fair to the residents that they have to force us to not be able to have our own entertainment means. Now, some residents, like myself, can have game systems and stuff, but it's usually a case-by-case basis, and typically they don't allow it, or if they do, they have to let every resident play the games, but regardless, that's all the technical mumbo-jumbo regarding it, but basically what it means is that it is going to prevent me from recording for a while. I don't know how long. Now, I can record non-scripted and non-Let's Play footage because I don't need to have a microphone for it. And I can keep my laptop in the center as well as my 2DS capture card. I can also keep my Nintendo Switch, but I left my TV, my GameCube, and my Wii over at my sister's house. And I'm going to be taking my Wii U, all the cords with that, and the N64, and my Game Boy player to my father's house, so that they can store my stuff until I am ready to take it back. So, that fucking blows, but whatever. I am allowed to have my laptop and my portable game systems like my Switch, my 2DS XL, and my regular 2DS with the capture card in it. And all the cords and chargers that come with that, as well as my phone, so I'm good on that. But I won't be able to do scripted or Let's Play footage after the 30th of July. So, once my Pokemon Omega Ruby and Pokemon XG Next Gen Let's Plays are finished, if I don't have my own place yet by then, Let's Plays are going to be put on a complete and total hold. Unless you guys are okay with having a Let's Play where I don't talk. Which that would be up to you guys to leave in the comment section if you guys want to see that. But outside of that, for those of you who might be asking, well, why can't you just live with your family? Well, my father lives by himself in a studio apartment, and his complex is always breathing down his neck about people coming over because they have security and stuff like that, and it's just a big old hullabaloo. When I was officially homeless, like actually on the street homeless just about a year ago actually, I did stay with my father for a little while, but he eventually had to kick me out because the guests, or the other people in the complex started ratting him out, saying like, oh, this guy keeps coming over after hours when the complex is supposed to be closed down to visitors and yada, 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 so it's just a pain in the ass. And as far as my sister goes, she's in a similar program that I'm in through a housing program for the chronically homeless. And she was homeless for 2 years, and therefore she was eligible for the program. But because of that, and the complex she stays in because of it, she can't have guests past 10 o'clock, and she can't have people live there other than her and her boyfriend, who are both on the same case. So that kind of limits my options to just the center, because my dad, my stepdad, who I call dad, he left the state that I live in a while ago, and he moved to another state. And my mom, as you guys know, passed away about 3 years ago, so I can't live with her. And my cousins and my aunts and my one uncle all live in other states, and I've never even met them. So, and I don't have any grandparents anymore because they all died before I was born. So, and my other sister too, she lives in the northern part of the state that I live in, but she doesn't live anywhere near me, and I have no way to get up to her, even though she offered for me to stay with her, but it's just, I have too many opportunities in the city that I live in to give it all up and go to another city. So, there's that. But anyway, what else did I want to cover? I do have some other videos in the works. I have some more compilation videos that I won't spoil, but I do have some in the works that I've been recording for the last couple of months. See, my compilation videos are not quick. You know, they take, even the Pokemon ones, even the Metroid ones really, take like 2 weeks to make, because it's not that it takes 2 weeks to record it, it's that I'm very off and on about recording it sometimes. So it does take a while for me to record every clip that I need for the compilation video itself. But now that I have the Wii and GameCube emulator Dolphin on my computer and has been working perfectly fine for the last month, I can record pretty much every game from the Game Boy all the way up to the Wii with absolutely no problems, with very little to no lag, and the 3DS, of course, as well, because I have Citra emulator as well as my 3DS capture card. But I had to sell one of my Switch games, Mario Odyssey. I really didn't want to. I really like that game, but I had to sell it because I had to afford a bus pass. I had to sell that along with Super Smash Bros. Melee. Both were able to finally get me a bus pass so that I can afford my phone bill for the next 5 months. But that's a long story in and of itself, so I won't get into that. Also, my desktop is also going to have to go somewhere else, unfortunately, so that kind of blows, but I have to take my desktop over to my sister's or my father's, one of the two. So I have no means of using my desktop for recording. And mostly what I used that for was my 3DS capture footage, because my capture card doesn't lag on my desktop, but it does on my laptop a little bit. But I found kind of a workaround for that, which you guys will find out at the very end of the Omega Ruby Let's Play. But I have approximately 40 episodes of Omega Ruby and 36 or so of XG Next Gen. So that's still almost 80 videos. You know, that's 6 videos a week. That's at least 10 weeks worth of videos, 12 weeks worth of videos. So for the next 3 months, there will be content. So don't worry about that. But I just don't exactly know where I'm going to be in 3 months. Hopefully, if the GameStop job that I'm looking at comes through, then by the beginning to middle of October or September or October, I will have a job there. And I'm also going to be doing job training with working with computers and video game systems on how to take them apart and build them and be a video game developer and all kinds of other juicy stuff like that through the Shelters program that I stay with. So yeah, I got some plans in the works, guys, and videos will still come out as regularly as I can afford to do so. But just know that if, you know, I'm not going to disappear. I will make an update video at any point that I can, most likely from my phone, when I have the ability to give you guys any further information that may pop up. But just to recap at this point, I'm not going to be able to stay in the SOR apartment room at the youth center that I'm staying at after July 30th. So by the 31st, I have to downgrade to the residential rooms in the shelter, which are the 4-person rooms where I have very little freedom, which sucks, but it is free housing and free food, so I guess I can't complain too much. And free power, which is always nice. And also, videos will still be coming out over the course of the next 3 months or so. I have more than just Let's Plays planned, but I still have to record some more videos for the rest of my channel. And yeah, I think that just about covers it though, guys. So unfortunately the next couple of months are going to be pretty hard for me. It sucks, but you know, I have to bear through it. I also wanted to give you guys a huge thank you because if you guys didn't check my community tab post a week ago, I finally exceeded 3,000 subscribers, which is a milestone I never thought I'd ever reach. And over the last 3 days, my channel has increased by almost 40 subscribers in 3 days, which for me is a lot. Because most days I barely hit 6 subscribers a day. And just 2 days ago, I hit 20 subscribers in 1 day, so I'm really surprised by that. But I want to give you guys a huge thanks for that, and just in general for supporting me throughout the years. Here's to another several years on my channel. I've been on YouTube for over 3 years now. I didn't celebrate the birthday just because it was kind of a meaningless thing to do, but I don't know, guys. I'm really thankful that you guys stick around. You know, I'm really glad that you guys are interested enough in my content to tune in every day or every week or every month, however long you guys, you know, decide to tune in for. And I think that's about all I got to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys would like to support the channel, the links to my Twitter and my Patreon will be in the description down below, as always. And until next time, this has been ZDS, making YouTube for fun, one video at a time, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.